A day late and a dollar short, but I am here nonetheless, bringing another episode of 49ers Quick Takes. A little sooner than usual, actually, seeing how we just played Thursday night. Another victory for the San Francisco 49ers, a 28-25 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. But it didn't come without cost. The 49ers, in the process of securing their 8th win in a row, lost linebacker Kwon Alexander for the season with a torn pectoral muscle. And I must say that's going to be a huge blow for this defense. He brings a lot of leadership, fire to the defense as far as the energy level. He's really good in the pass game. He brings a decisiveness in tackling, especially in the run game, and a violence that they're surely going to miss. He is a leader on the football field. He's been able to change a game with causing turnovers, namely interceptions, and his energy is just something that you can't replace. He loves football. He's all about football. And the Niners are going to have to find a way to make up for that loss. The good thing is that they have depth. They drafted Dre Greenlaw in the 5th round this year, another undersized linebacker, but he played so well in the preseason. He was all over the field making plays. He has speed. His knock in college was his inability to disengage and tackle, but I think he made huge strides in the preseason and kind of dispelling some of those knocks that they had on him coming out of the pre-draft process. The Niners will, from what I've heard, bring Elijah Lee off the practice squad. He wasn't claimed by anybody, which turns out to be a blessing in disguise. Elijah Lee is, a good hand to have. I wouldn't say he's anything of a game changer, but it's good to have some depth on the team that you don't have to go and spend any more money signing someone off the street. And the Niners will look to those guys to fill the hole that Kwon Alexander is going to leave behind. And it's really a wait and see process in this whole situation to see if the 49ers can make up for that loss and not have it affect the defense. The defense didn't play super encouraging on Thursday. I don't know if it was a short week. I don't know if it was going against a quarterback that they haven't faced yet, with the ability to scramble. But the run defense was pretty subpar. They looked gassed pretty much the whole game. And Kyler Murray, he didn't really gouge him in the passing game, but, it was like the death of 1,000 paper cuts. And he definitely, with that speed on the edge and the running game and the option game that they run, it definitely gave the 49ers fits. And especially the late touchdown to Andy Isabella that went like 85 yards or something that Richard Sherman lost his mind about. Those are things that they definitely got to clean up going forward. I do love Richard Sherman, holding the team accountable even in a win, saying that that's not championship defense, and he's right. Those kind of gaffes and mistakes, good teams will completely exploit. So they're going to have their work cut out for them when they play the Seattle Seahawks in 11 days. But I think the 49ers are better for it. I think that this kind of experience before that game is going to serve them well. My next point was the unbelievable play of Jimmy Garoppolo. The talk has been that he's been a liability, and he's the reason that the 49ers are not going to go far this season or make that playoff push. And, there was a part of me that kind of believed that, but he really wasn't dependent on to throw the ball a lot because the running game has been so efficient and so just completely, we've been imposing our will on teams running the football. And we haven't had to really depend on Jimmy Garoppolo this year. But against Arizona, I think on a short week and not having a ton of time to prepare for these guys, the 49ers ran a pretty vanilla offense during that game, and they didn't have a lot of those exotic run plays. So the Cardinals really kind of put a clamp on the run game. We had a couple plays here and there, but for the most part, it was pretty much shut down. And Jimmy Garoppolo played out of his mind. 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. And he was just throwing dimes all over the field. Incredibly accurate. I mean, he looked like a starting all-pro caliber quarterback. And that's really what, if you're going to go far in the playoffs and compete with the big boys, that's the kind of guy you're going to need back there. And he looked all the part. Emmanuel Sanders looks like a huge pickup for us. A veteran number one. He might not be like, your 6'4" prototypical, like, Michael Thomas from New Orleans type receiver, but he definitely is everything that he was talked about before coming to the 49ers. Just a pro's pro, decisive routes. He catches everything, and he definitely has improved the passing game exponentially. And it's great to see. And hopefully if everybody can stay healthy, the passing game looks great going forward, and hopefully we can build from that. My last point was George Kittle. George Kittle went down during this game, and it looked like he was down for the count. And everybody, all 49ers were probably holding their collective breath. I know I was. Turns out it was like a knee sprain and a giant bruise or something like that. It's not anything that's going to keep him out long term. Them having the 11-day layoff between their last game and the Monday night game is going to serve him very well. But needless to say, he played through it, and he played very dominant, especially that touchdown catch and run where he freaking threw Buda Baker to the ground like he was a small child. That was amazing. And he's another guy that just loves football and brings so much passion, kind of like a Kwon Alexander. And guys like that are infectious, and they need guys like that. So it's good to know that he's not going to miss any time and that we're going to have him going against the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night. We're also probably going to get back Joe Staley and Mike McGlinchey at offensive tackles, which is great. It's great news. I'm not positive that Kyle Juszczyk is coming back that game. If anybody hears this and wants to correct me in the comments, go right ahead. But we're getting some reinforcements back for that game, and that's going to be huge going forward. We need everything we can get as far as when we go against these all-pro teams like the Baltimore Ravens, the Saints, Seattle Seahawks, Green Bay Packers. We need everything we can get. So it's going to be fun, guys. Going forward, it's going to be fun. The real tests are coming, and hopefully we can, maybe go 500 against the good teams and secure ourselves a first-round bye. And who knows? Who knows what will happen from there? But we got to get there first. We just got to keep playing well, playing sound defense and turnover-free offense. And hopefully Jimmy Garoppolo continues to improve in the passing game, and the defense adjusts and fixes what ailed them on Thursday night. And going forward, let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully the Niners can reward us in all our faith with a playoff appearance and, who knows, maybe a deep playoff run. But that's going to do it for me for this week. A little long-winded, a little jumbled in my thoughts, but I figured I would just get on here and let it fly. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.